And we also have Lieutenant Colonel retired Tim Thomas, former City Councilman of Melbourne. I would actually like Tim to come up and say a few words. Tim, if you could come up and say a couple of words, please. All right, that was just to get Tim up here. Now I'm going to say a few words. So this is a letter of appreciation for Lieutenant Colonel retired Tim Thomas. On behalf of the Disabled American Veterans, DAV Chapter 32, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for your extraordinary commitments to our organization and local veteran community. As a former Melbourne City Councilman, your advocacy, I can never say the word, and was instrumental in securing the Eau Gallie Civic Center for our meetings and special events. This venue has been crucial to our growth, and we are now hosting our 4th event, if you look in the back along the wall, and our largest to date. I think they had enough seats for 309 people. I think we might have a couple empty over on the side. So 23 years of distinguished service in the U.S. Army, retired as a Lieutenant Colonel, exemplified by long life commitment to leadership and service. We're serving 2 combat tours in Iraq and leading a historic recovery mission in North Korea. Your dedication has left an indelible mark on the nation. The role of founding the growing Brevard County's largest JROTC program at Vieira High School demonstrates your passion for instilling the values of discipline, leadership, and for service in future generations. By adding your own warrior ethos to these young leaders, you have inspired us countless students to embrace responsibility and community service. Your legacy is unwavering commitment to both veterans and the next generation of leaders. The legacy continued to inspire us all at DAV Chapter 32. Thank you for your hard work, your vision, and your dedication. You have made a profound difference in the lives of veterans and their families, as well as the broader community. With sincere appreciation. Now let's say a couple words.
Well, I tell you, this is just an outstanding crowd here tonight, and this is such a beautiful building. And I'd like to thank also the City of Melbourne for allowing us and the DAV to be able to use this. And it's just a perfect setting. And let me just talk a little bit about the DAV 32. When Rodney first came to me, I guess late in the summer, and was telling me about the issues they were having with room in the building and all, and I was really impressed with Rodney's passion. And there's nobody that has the get up and go and the determination to make this a better place than Rodney and his wife. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And I understand completely how important the job of the DAV is. I'm a disabled veteran. There's 74,000 veterans that are here in Brevard County. And I would say there's a large portion of those veterans that have some type of service-related disability. And guess what, folks? As you get older, those disabilities, they get worse, don't they? Especially after 50 years of age. And so what y'all do is so important, and I want to thank Rodney and all the DAV 32 and what y'all do. And the other thing I just want to say, just real briefly, the recognition that we're doing and the welcome home recognition for the Vietnam veterans. This is such an unbelievable thing that y'all are doing, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. One of my previous duty assignments as a U.S. Army officer, I was a search and recovery team commander for Joint Task Force Fuller County. And so we used to go to Southeast Asia and look for remains of our pilots that were shot down, and then would bring them back home. And one of the things I remember very specifically is after one of our missions, they took us to the Hanoi Hilton. And of course, the Hanoi Hilton is historic because that's where our war were taken in, and they were tortured by the Vietnamese for long periods of time. And I remember standing outside that wall, and just everything, all these images and all these horrific things just kept passing through my mind of what our service members went through when they were behind those walls. And then you think about the welcome home that a lot of these folks didn't get when they came home. Whereas when I came home from Iraq twice, we got the big welcome home ceremonies, the parades, and the pats on the back. And these Vietnam veterans didn't get any of that. And so this is profound what we're doing tonight to welcome these folks back officially. And let's give these Vietnam veterans a round of applause. Good Vietnam veterans, stand up. Vietnam veterans, stand up. Give them a round of applause. And in closing, just I want to say, because I'm one of you guys, Brevard County and the Space Coast has never had a state representative that is a Vietnam retired veteran. And I'm happy to tell you that I'm running for State House District 19. That election's coming up 1 April. So I appreciate your consideration and voting on 1 April. Bottom line is, guys, get out and vote. Don't matter who you vote for, get out and vote. Use that right that you have fought so hard to preserve. Okay? Thank you, guys.